Hello everyone, this is Eric at RC Monster Garage. Look what we got here today. This is the new Axial Grave Digger RC Monster truck. It's a 1/10 scale, but I'm assuming that this is going to be a little bit bigger. Let's unbox it and see what we got inside. See, this looked pretty cool on the picture. Well, let's see what's going on in it. So I mentioned it last time that when you open the boxes, I'm gonna show like how to pull them out, because what they're doing right now with a lot of the boxes, they're making it look like a shop inside. And this one, you see, it's like the picture is up, but it looks like it's upside down. So I'm gonna flip it and check. Yeah, you have to flip it one more time. Yeah, this one's set up sideways, and it's actually a pretty cool vehicle. So this is how it's looking in the box. Then right there inside, they have a lot more parts. So you have the remote here. They're giving you accessory box like a blower and all kind of other thing. Those are just accessories that to put on the car. And of course you have inside also your user manual that's pretty colorful and nice. We don't need all those right now because we want to see the vehicle. The car remote is actually just a regular Spectrum. It's packed very nice, so it's not getting damage on the delivery. Now it's kind of tricky how they're closing those things, because there is zip ties on the bottoms that you need to cut with a cutter. They are hitting right there in the corner, or just take like a X-Acto blade and gently, don't cut yourself, just cut all those things open. Okay, and it is out. And there it is outside of the box. They put on them on the top the clean, static clean. It's preventing for scratches, just a clear piece of nylon. And I highly recommend when you get this to just leave it on top of your car. Just you can set it up nicely. When you flip it, it's not going to cause any damage. Now this is a pretty big 1/10 scale truck, and you know, first look at this thing, it's really cool. The entire design that they did over here of the Grave Digger, this is only a stickers. This is not actually painted into the body. The flames are painted into the body, the front flame are stickers, so they kind of did a mixed media on this thing. It's still pretty cool. On the front over here, I just want to go over the neglectable stuff. On the front, you can see that the entire system here for the drive, it's kind of like, it's steering system that it's kind of a very soft, but it's very good because it's not going to break very easily. And you have, of course, the Spectrum servo here. This one, if I bring it closer, you can see that this is the S614. And then if you look very good on this car in the back, they have the same kind of plumbing for the mount on the back to make this thing probably like a four-wheel steer. Let's flip it real quick. Right here, there is those two screws that I'm pretty sure that you're going to be able to later take a front end and flip it again and make it into a four-wheel steer device. And I'm probably going to end up doing it and show you guys how to actually make it possible. Now let's start talking about the car. When you look, just looking first glance, you can see already that it have nice coilover shocks on it. They're aluminum coilover shock. They're pretty big. They did a classic nice green frame for this vehicle. What I like about this is that they took all the details from the real vehicle, including actually the rider inside, even the windshield here. They make it clear, like with a plexiglass that is riveted into place. The red headlights and everything. So it's a lot of details that someone took the time to actually look at the right vehicle and put it in. Now those tires that it's come with, they actually feel pretty good. They're not the softest rubber in the world, but they're not the hardest. They actually feel just right for what you need for this vehicle. This is brushed electric. This is not brushless. Although later you can probably make it into brushless, and this will be kind of a, I would say, between a monster truck to a rock roller. If you dump it, it's actually going to have a nice rebound for it. Now let's take the body off and see what there is underneath it. Now while we're removing the body, I just want to bring it close and show that they did very cool details on it, top to bottom. And it's a very cool that someone actually paying to do all this. A lot of companies trying to avoid using big names, big competition vehicles, so they don't have to pay anything. And then when you remove it, you can see on the inside a lot of details, like they did like the rear exhaust pipe. It's funny, here is the ESC on the front. This is probably where they put the ESC, and they make it like if this is the front engine, but the exhaust is here on the back. It's kind of someone missed the concept of what need to go where. So it's pretty funny. Then when you flip it and look on there, all the drive cup for this thing, they are plastic, but it seems to be that they are plastic, but they're gonna last. I'm sure that like everything else, they're gonna come with later with aluminum upgrades. The motor, the brushed motor that sits right there, it's a 540 or 550. This is a 540 motor actually, even though it took longer. It's a 550. It's 12 turn motor, and I'm sure that if you're gonna put a bigger ESC on this, and if you have from your previous vehicle and make it faster, you will have so much more fun. Now they did put here a sway bar. The rear of this system, this weird system that look like a grasshopper on the back, this is your sway bar. It's very good that they did that, so it's not gonna twist like the old XL Yeti. The XL, the big one, used to go crazy all over the place. So this is already actually arrived with those parts, and it's actually kind of the entire construction of this vehicle look like actually if someone took a rock roller and just mounted a different frame on it. But when you look good, you see that this entire frame, you just sitting kind of like with 4 bolts on the bottom and everything raised up, is actually belong to the Grave Digger. So I think someone did engineer the entire thing. On the back of it, this is the tray for your battery, and you're gonna pull up this little guy, shove your battery, close it back, and those batteries are IC3. You can use a 2-cell LiPo on it or just nickel metal hydride. Usually if they tell you that you can use 3S LiPo, I recommend not to do that, because when you use LiPo batteries, even with the voltage cutoff, you always used to kill your motor much faster, and you want to get as much time as possible on your vehicle, so you don't want to burn the motor quick. Inside, let's bring it close to the camera. See this guy inside over there? So you have a skull as a driver. They put a skull head, and it's pretty cool, and then you have the antenna right in front of his eyes, so you cannot see where he's going. And you can of course adjust the height of the body. There is those adjustable body posts, but when you do that, let me show what will be the problem. Okay, if you're gonna change the body post and make the car look a little bit higher, what will happen is you're not gonna have the right geometry that they did over here, so that the car body sit on top of the frame. So if you're gonna make it a little bit higher, it's gonna look like this, and everything will be off. And I'm talking about those pieces here. They have adjustment, and you can actually bring them up 2 notches, and if you will do that, it will not gonna work for your favor. It's not gonna look as right. Now another feature that I saw over here, let's bring it closer, is right there. So you can adjust where you want your shocks to be and how they're gonna react, and you have another adjustment right here, so you can make it like a long travel, a short travel. So you guys should learn how to play with it. Just go and experiment. It's only 1 bolt. Pull it up, move the shock over there, you're gonna have like higher clearance, and go and play with it and see what it does, because it does something pretty unique. It's changing the geometry of the bikes, of the car. So when you're gonna do big jump, when you land, it's gonna land and react differently. You're not kind of like bottom up over there. So this is again something to mess around and see like how it's gonna work. Now those frames are pretty unique, because if you look at the real vehicle, it's a million welds on it. So what they did over here, they literally did a construction that is injected plastic, but they were needed to engineer how the frame will put together look like if it's seamless. So when you look, you cannot see that you have one piece seat inside of another, and it's really cool. You cannot see like flat area. Everything is really smooth, like if this thing really got welded. Now this is one side, this is one side, and then you have the center. So it's pretty cool. I think they did a great work on this thing. So now what we need to do is actually put one, charge it, and go outside and play and see like how it's gonna react. And again, this is the new Axial Grave Digger 110 scale. It's pretty big for a 110 scale truck, I have to say. They're about like around $350. Again, depend where you are, depend where the tax where you are. So a lot of people keep commenting, oh, I can get it cheaper. Yes, you can get anything cheaper. Also, if you're going to open a factory in China, you can get it even much cheaper, but you're not going to do that, so stop arguing. You have here two bolts that they're loose, and it's not bolt, it's a bolt hole that you can actually put lights. And then here on the front, there is two holes that you can actually put extra springs. So this is something I'm going to show later what to do, and you can actually also put a bumper that will come outside. So this is a couple different things that I'm going to show. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any question or comment, put it on the comments below. And don't forget, we're giving a lot of free stuff, but you have to watch the videos all the way to the end and find those clue how to get the item we're giving away, and then just let us know and you can win something cool. Bye.